The social media marketing world, it just never sits still, does it?
Not for a second.
And right now, things feel like you're moving at lightning speed.
Yeah.
Especially for you UGC creators out there and the brands who are smart enough to be working with you.
Couldn't agree more. It's incredibly dynamic. And staying on top of it all without getting totally overwhelmed, that's the trick.
Yeah.
So our mission here today in this deep dive is really to sift through all the latest news, the platform updates, the trend reports.
All that noise.
Exactly. And pull out what's actually crucial, what's relevant for you, the creators and brands. Keep it, concise and actionable. We've looked at a whole range of sources to try and give you that clear picture.
Okay, sounds good. Let's jump right in then. I mean, one of the biggest elephants in the room, or maybe the engine driving the change, is AI, right? Artificial intelligence. Meta seems to be everywhere with it.
Oh, absolutely. They are going all in. For anyone running campaigns, especially brands working with UGC, the expansion of Threads ads via their marketing API is pretty significant.
Okay, what does that mean practically?
It means third-party tools, the platforms you might already use to manage ads, can now plug in and run Threads ad campaigns directly. It should streamline things quite a bit.
Okay. So less juggling between platforms maybe.
Hopefully. Right now, the objectives they support are reach, traffic, and website conversions. And importantly, these ads, they slot right into the main feed alongside organic posts.
Right, integrated. So brands need a Threads profile to do this.
Yes, that's a requirement. You need that presence on Threads itself.
Got it. And Meta's not stopping there with AI, I take it.
Not at all. They're also testing generative AI ad features. This is the AI that can actually create stuff, images, text variants for ads.
Wow.
It's part of what they're calling an early release program across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Select advertisers get to play with these tools first.
Okay, now that is interesting. The idea that advertisers can preview and even tweak what the AI comes up with before it goes live.
Exactly.
That could massively speed up testing different creative ideas, maybe finding what resonates faster.
That's the potential, yeah. And they've said it'll be clearly labeled in Ads Manager so you know when you're looking at an AI-assisted feature. Transparency seems key there.
Makes sense. Okay, moving from Meta, YouTube's also bringing AI into the ad space. I heard something at their Brandcast event.
You did. They announced Peak Points AI ads. The idea is the AI identifies those sort of high-emotion moments in a video.
Like the climax or a really funny bit.
Precisely. And it places the ad there, hoping for maximum viewer engagement. They're also testing shoppable TV, letting viewers buy directly from their TV screen during content.
Shoppable TV?
Oh.
That could be big for direct response. So AI isn't just about making ads, it's about placing them smarter, too.
Definitely more context-aware placement. And it's not just the giants doing this. There's a company, Catch Plus Release. They've just launched an AI tool specifically for searching user-generated content.
Okay, now that sounds useful for brands. Finding good UGC can be like finding a needle in a haystack sometimes.
Right. This kind of AI could seriously cut down the time and effort needed to find authentic content that fits a campaign. It's a real potential game changer.
I could see that. And even X, Twitter,
Yeah.
is getting more AI features with Grok.
Yeah, the Grok chatbot is evolving fast. Now it can apparently generate charts from data you give it, or even interpret sketches.
Sketches, wow.
It just shows how these AI tools are broadening, potentially helping with everything from analyzing performance to sparking creative ideas.
It's moving so quickly. Okay, let's pivot slightly, but stick with visuals.
Yeah.
Video. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely dominant. The projections are saying that by 2026, video could account for something like 60% of all social media ad spend.
60%. That's huge. So for creators and brands, video isn't optional anymore. It's essential.
Pretty much table stakes now, yeah. You need video to reach and engage people effectively.
And short-form video seems to be leading the charge in many ways. YouTube Shorts, for example.
Incredible momentum there. YouTube Shorts views saw, a 20% year-over-year jump?
Wow.
And critically, especially for you creators in the US, YouTube is really working towards making Shorts monetization much closer to what you get from traditional long-form videos.
Okay, that's a big incentive to create Shorts then. Parity and pay.
Definitely. And you see Facebook pushing Reels hard, focusing on video too. Even X is upping its game.
Right, the 4K video support on X for premium users.
Exactly. It reflects this overall demand for higher quality video across the board. People expect it now.
And looking even further ahead, things like 3D video transformation or real-time translation in video calls, It feels like video is just going to get more immersive.
That seems to be the direction, yeah. Google Beam turning 2D into 3D, Google Meet's voice match translation, glimpses of what might be coming to make video even more engaging and accessible.
So video in all forms, short, long, high def, maybe even 3D soon. It's really the core language of social now. Okay, let's talk platform updates. New features are always popping up, creating opportunities. Threads seems to be adding things specifically helpful for creators.
They are. You can now add up to 5 links in your Threads bio.
5. That's way better than 1.
Yeah. Great for pointing people to your other profiles, your website, affiliate links, whatever. And they've added analytics for those links, plus weekly performance summaries in their Insights tab.
Ah, actual data. Not just more links, but understanding what worked. That's gold for creators trying to figure things out.
Absolutely. That kind of feedback loop is crucial.
And speaking of direct results, TikTok's live stream shopping, that seems to be really taking off.
It really is. They reported, I think, a 3x jump in sales just on Black Friday through live streams. It shows the massive e-commerce potential there.
3 times. Wow. So for creators comfortable going live, that's a serious potential revenue stream. Direct selling?
Definitely. And we're also seeing new platforms popping up, getting funding, specifically designed to help UGC creators own money.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, there's Bounty. They got $4.7 million. Their focus is letting regular TikTok users monetize product reviews.
Interesting.
And GameStreet raised $5 million to build better ways to pay video game creators. Even Naver-Z put $100 million into a fund for metaverse creators.
$100 million for the metaverse. Okay.
It just signals this broader trend, right? Recognizing the value traders bring across all sorts of niches and finding ways to support them financially.
It really feels like a shift towards maybe valuing UGC more formally. And YouTube's getting into podcasts more seriously, too.
Yes, they launched their own podcast charts. And get this, podcasts on YouTube are apparently getting over 1 billion views monthly.
1 billion views for podcasts on YouTube.
That's the number. It shows audio is becoming a really significant part of their ecosystem. Another avenue for creators and for brands looking at audio sponsorships.
Makes sense. Diversification. And then there's X.
Yeah.
Trying to reposition itself.
Yeah, seems like it. They've said they want to be seen more as a sort of culture and news hub in 2025. And they're launching X Money, that payment platform with Visa.
Right, the payments thing. That could really change interactions, maybe direct creator tipping or easier brand payment.
Potentially, yeah. It could embed transactions much more deeply into the platform. We'll have to see how it rolls out.
And even newer platforms like Bluesky are experimenting.
They are. Testing live streaming, bringing in NBA content. It suggests they're looking to broaden beyond just text posts and attract more users with diverse content.
Okay, so lots of platform evolution. Now, shifting focus again, what about the users themselves? How are people behaving? How are they feeling about social media? That seems crucial, too.
Absolutely critical. And there's some really interesting shifts happening. Reddit, for example, their latest report really highlights how much influence communities there have on what people buy.
Ah, the power of niche communities.
Exactly. We're talking about 108 million daily active users, and their purchase decisions are heavily swayed by discussions within those specific subreddits or groups. For brands, it underlines that genuine, authentic engagement within those communities is probably way more valuable than just blasting ads.
So less broadcasting, more participating authentically. Makes sense. And I heard something about Meta seeing a shift towards more private messaging.
Yeah, that was striking. Meta's data suggests daily message volume DMs, group chats, is something like 63 times higher than public posts on their platforms.
63 times.
It suggests people might be favoring more private, direct interactions over public broadcasting.
So for brands and creators, maybe thinking more about one-on-one engagement or smaller group interactions via DMs could be increasingly important. Maybe even for transactions.
It's a definite possibility. That shift towards private channels opens up different kinds of engagement strategies.
But it's not all positive user sentiment, is it? There was that UK study about young people.
Yeah, that was quite sobering. Nearly half of the 16 to 21-year-olds in that study said they'd prefer a world without the internet, and most felt worse after using social media.
Wow, that's significant. It really points to the ongoing concerns about mental health and the impact of these platforms.
It certainly does, and it connects to advice you hear from experts like Dr. Rager, suggesting people be more intentional.
Yeah.
You know, unfollow accounts that don't actually inspire you or add value.
Right. Which puts the onus back on creators, doesn't it? To
Yeah.
provide that value, that positive engagement, so people want to follow you intentionally.
Exactly. Quality and value become even more important in that context.
Okay. On a brighter note, though, accessibility seems to be getting more attention from platforms.
Yes, thankfully. We're seeing good progress there. TikTok has been improving features like alt text for images and auto captions for videos, making content more accessible.
That's great.
And Meta's doing interesting things too, like rolling out AI-powered sign language translation in WhatsApp, they call it Sign Speak, plus other accessibility improvements.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Making sure content can reach and be understood by everyone is just, well, it's the right thing to do, and it expands your audience.
Absolutely. It benefits everyone.
Okay, finally, we can't ignore the regulatory side and the ethical questions that keep coming up.
No, they're a constant part of the landscape. TikTok, for instance, is under increased scrutiny from the EU, particularly around protecting younger users and how data is handled.
Right.
X has also faced backlash over verifying accounts linked to, well, problematic organizations.
The verification controversies.
And there are ongoing questions about AI itself. Reports of chatbots like ChatGPT, Gemini, Meta AI sometimes censoring political topics, or Grok AI generating questionable narratives.
So the ethical guardrails for AI and content moderation are still very much being built, it seems.
Very much so. It's a complex, evolving area. Platforms, brands, creators, everyone involved needs to stay aware of these regulations and ethical considerations as they develop.
Definitely. Okay, so bringing this deep dive together, it feels like a few key themes really stand out. AI is just weaving itself into everything, isn't it?
Absolutely pervasive.
Yeah.
From ad creation and placement to content discovery.
Video's reign continues, especially short form, but quality expectations are rising.
Definitely. And platforms are constantly adding features, offering new ways for you creators to connect, analyze, and earn.
Right, like those threads links and analytics, the live shopping boom, new monetization platforms.
But user behavior is shifting too. More value placed on communities, maybe more private interactions.
And that underlying current of user well-being, the need for responsible content, and definitely making things accessible.
Plus the ongoing regulatory and ethical backdrop that everyone needs to navigate.
It's a lot. The pace isn't slowing down, so staying curious, staying adaptable, that seems key for you UGC creators and brands.
Absolutely essential. Keep learning, keep experimenting.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. As AI gets smarter and smarter, and as user needs and feelings keep evolving, what role will genuine human creativity, that authentic connection, play? How will that become the real differentiator for truly successful UGC campaigns and brand strategies down the line?
It's a lot to think about.
Definitely.